This is Drone Nation, the show about flying drones for fun, business, and a real career. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Drones for fun, business, and a real career. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about FPV drones, which stands for First Person View, basically strapping a tiny camera to a drone and flying like you are the drone.
Imagine putting on goggles and suddenly you're not standing in a field anymore, you're screaming through it at 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, your body stays on the ground, but your brain is absolutely convinced it's doing loop-de-loops around a barn.
It's kind of like a video game except the controller is real. The crashes are real and the repair bills are definitely real.
So how does it actually work? You've got a drone with a camera on the front, and that camera streams live video wirelessly straight into your goggles.
The delay, called latency, has to be super low, like under 30 milliseconds, otherwise your brain gets confused and you feel sick or you just crash into a tree.
And FPV pilots crash. A lot. That's basically part of the culture. You crash, you fix it, you fly again.
The drones themselves are usually these stripped-down little quadcopters, 4 propellers, super light, built for speed and agility over anything else.
A racing FPV drone can go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 1 second. 1 second.
For comparison, a sports car does 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds. So these tiny things are genuinely absurd.
And they weigh next to nothing. Most racing quads are under 250 grams, which is lighter than a can of soup.
That weight limit is actually important legally in a lot of countries. Under 250 often means fewer rules and less paperwork to fly.
Though you still need to know what you're doing, because even a tiny drone moving that fast can do real damage if something goes wrong.
So who's flying these things? Is it mostly just adrenaline junkies in fields?
Oh, it's way bigger than that now. There's professional drone racing leagues, cinematic FPV for films and ads, and even search and rescue teams using FPV.
Cinematic FPV is wild. Filmmakers use it to get those swooping, diving, weaving shots that would be impossible with any other camera rig.
You've definitely seen it in music videos and movie trailers without realizing it. That shot where the camera dives through a car window, probably FPV.
There's even a competitive league called the Drone Racing League, or DRL, where pilots race custom drones through obstacle courses, and it's broadcast on actual TV.
The Dr. L courses are indoors sometimes, which means flying at full speed through tight gates in a warehouse. Mistakes are extremely loud and expensive.
How do people actually learn to fly FPV? Because I feel like strapping on goggles day one and just going for it sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Simulators. You download a simulator on your computer, plug in a real radio controller, and practice flying in a virtual world before you ever touch an actual drone.
So you can crash 1,000 times for free on your laptop before you ever break a single prop in real life?
Most experienced pilots say spend at least 10 to 20 hours in a sim first. It genuinely makes a massive difference in how fast you improve.
And the equipment has gotten cheaper too, right? It used to cost a fortune to get started.
A solid beginner FPV kit, drone, goggles, controller, and batteries can run you somewhere around $300 to $500 now, which is still real money, but way less than a few years ago.
You can even get tiny indoor FPV drones called tiny whoops for under $50, and those are perfect for just buzzing around your living room.
Your lamps will never feel safe again.
Your lamps were warned.
One thing I think people don't realize is how much skill is involved. Like, this isn't autopilot stuff. You're manually controlling every movement in real time.
Traditional camera drones, like the ones everyone's seen, have GPS and stabilization doing a lot of the work. FPV in manual mode is all you, all the time.
It's called acro mode, short for acrobatic mode, and there's no safety net. The drone goes exactly where your thumbs tell it to go.
Which is terrifying and also apparently the most satisfying feeling in the world once you get it, based on every FPV pilot I've ever watched talk about it.
There's a huge community too, clubs, online groups, local tracks. People share builds, crash videos, and tips constantly.
The freestyle side of FPV is especially creative. Pilots design their own trick sequences and film them, kind of like skateboarding, but airborne.
And speaking of careers, FPV cinematography is a real job. Production companies hire pilots specifically for those wild shots, and good ones can charge serious rates per day.
Search and rescue teams are also training with FPV because a pilot wearing goggles can navigate tight spaces, collapsed buildings, forest gaps faster than a camera. Operator watching a screen.
Basically, FPV is where drone flying becomes an actual physical skill, like riding a bike or playing an instrument, not just pressing a button and letting the computer handle it.
And that's what makes it kind of special. There's a real learning curve, a real community, and a real sense of achievement when you land something you've been practicing.
Plus, you get to tell people you spend your weekends flying through forests at 100 kilometers an hour wearing robot goggles, which is an incredible thing to say at a dinner table.
Extremely good dinner table content, 10 out of 10.
If you want to try it, look up a local FPV club, grab a simulator, and see if your brain can handle feeling like you're made of propellers.
Links and resources on our website, and we want to hear from any listeners who are already flying FPV. Tell us your best crash story.
Until next time, keep your goggles clean, your batteries charged, and your lamps at a safe distance. See you next week on Drone Nation.